first pitch is moments away in Cincinnati. It's Dodger baseball, and it's next on the show. From one of the more hitter-friendly yards in the big leagues, a look at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Dodgers and the Cincinnati Reds. To quote the best in the business, it's time for Dodger baseball. Hi, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with you. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
Yeah, well, this should be a pretty good matchup here. Both of these teams entering this series on winning streaks. So it's going to be up to these two gentlemen right here to make sure that their team's streak continues.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers, as the skipper Don Mattingly will line his guys up this way. They'll step in against a real strikeout artist, the hard-throwing right-hander Johnny Cueto. Here's Carl Crawford stepping in as we're about ready to get things going.
For the Dodgers, center fielder Carl Crawford.
Cueto's pitch, a bouncer headed for Phillips at second base. And a good throw gets him one gone. And a look here at the scouting report for the 28-year-old right-hander as you see there what he'll be featuring going forward in this one. Number 93 will stand in, and he enters play with the 6th highest home run total in the National League. First pitch on the way. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. And, Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And you've got a couple of clubs here that are each in first place in their divisions coming in. So you start to wonder, maybe this could even possibly be a World Series preview. Granted, it may be a bit premature, but each of these teams is at least in the conversation.
Here comes the 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in. Currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this will be fouled away. And the pitch. Pitch by Cueto, a bouncing ball for Frazier at third. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Brandon Phillips will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Reds, second baseman Brandon Phillips.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Ethier has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
In now, Roger Bernardina. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Barehanded, throw not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single.
Ah, that's just a thing of beauty right there. Watch how late he shows. Then he deadens that thing about 30 feet or so down the third base line, and with his speed, no chance of throwing him out.
In is Joey Votto now. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He'll check in here at 277. A dozen home runs and 36 RBIs. And that's off his leg on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. And the run will score as the Reds strike first to lead it 1-0.
Well, we've seen a couple really good swings here early on. And that's a good one there as this ball's going to plug the gap for two bases and give his guys the early 1-0 lead.
Chris Heisey comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
He waits, now the pitch. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball, 2 down.
And this has been one of this guy's hallmarks all year long. When he gets into a little bit of hot water, he never loses his cool. And it's why he's on that short list of Cy Young candidates this year. And he comes in with a big strikeout right there.
Into the box now, Ryan Ludwig. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Yasiel Puig will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. And he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece. Andre Ethier will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play. Now here's the first pitch. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him. Here comes the 1-0. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run for Andre Ethier. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Dodgers move out in front. It's 2-1. Hanley Ramirez will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play. This one for Cozart at short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Juan Uribe will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League. Now the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 1 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. unless you guess right,
1 and 2.
that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Now the 1-2. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games.
A.J. Ellis.
A.J. Ellis will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Here's the first offering. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And, boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. He's ready. Now the pitch. Pitch inside. The throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base. The pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. There to play it is Phillips. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Zach Cozart will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting 8th, catcher,
Brian Pena digs in at the plate. First pitch coming. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
We'll show you this delivery again in show motion. I mean, this is a big guy out there, and he relies on throwing a good, hard fastball. So he's got to have everything in perfect alignment to get those few extra miles per hour. And that's part of what makes him such a good pitcher.
Standing in now, Johnny Cueto, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Good work there by Zach Greinke as he holds on to a 2-1 advantage. Zach Greinke will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3.
Zach Greinke.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And, oh, he got the glove up in time as this ball drills him. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Number 93 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on the way. And he's able to go with a fastball as this is sliced into right for a base hit.
Well, He'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Here's the first offering. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. We'll see Brandon Phillips lead things off on the other side. Back alongside Eric Harrison, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian as internet sensation Dat Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. Now here's the pitch. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike two.
And I'll tell you, being in a two-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And Uribe will put this one away for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Roger Bernardina will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Pulls the string on that one. One strike.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
And he pulls the string on another one. He's ahead 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. There to take it is Ramirez. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Reds 1. Adrian Gonzalez will lead things off here for L.A., but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm, just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 as the top speeds. And now the second pitch of the inning is hit in the air to center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Just a fantastic catch out there by the outfielder. And the one guy that's more excited about it than the guy who caught the ball is the pitcher. He knows that that one could have been extra bases.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Here's the 1-0 now to Ethier. Hit hard to short, but caught out there by Cozart. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. Todd Frazier will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Third baseman.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
A ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And these 2 teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Chris Heisey will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Oh, and this deflects right off him, and he is in there. Newcomb will come in as the new third baseman now following the injury. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that brings up the power-hitting outfielder Ryan Ludwig. And that's in there for strike one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Zach Cozart will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw goes to second, but not in time. It's a double steal.
That is a great time to call for a double steal. You got a guy out there that's just given up 2 straight hits, so you know he's focused on getting the guy at the plate, and he doesn't even look at second. They take advantage.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game.
Well, this was going to get one home easily, and I thought that they might get 2 out of this. You're going to see this ball bangs off the wall on the fly, and they'll wind up holding that second runner at third base. So it's an RBI double with a chance now to maybe bring home a couple more.
Foul toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Fastball right back to the mound. And the flip will get him at first. And oh boy, a missed opportunity there as both runners are forced to hold, and there are 2 away now. Johnny Cueto will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. So this is a big-time chance.
He's set, now the pitch. Too high, 1-2. He's ready now, the pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. One for the Reds on this swing by Zach Cozart. We played 4, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Hanley Ramirez will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. First pitch to him. And now the first pitch of the inning is sent in the air out to straightaway center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard, time to check out this date in baseball. June 9th, 2009. The Washington Nationals, to no one's surprise, make Steven Strasburg the #1 pick of the amateur draft. James Newcomb will stand in now, a late entrant to the ball game, as he'll be making his first plate appearance here in inning number 5. First pitch coming. And he pops him up back behind second base. Phillips retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for out number 1. A.J. Ellis will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play as that pickoff throw misfires in a big way.
Man, on a pickoff throw? Really? Into the stands? That's a disaster.
Now here's the first pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this is a nice catch here, moving toward that right field line. No chance to prevent that runner from moving up to third, though, and he gets over there with only 1 out.
And here's the first pitch. Now the runner's on his way home. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And I don't know whose idea that was, but predict throughout squeeze play doesn't work, and the side is retired. Just when you thought you'd seen everything. Brandon Phillips is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play!
Oh, that is so smooth over there at first base. The ball's headed for the hole, but he pulls it in at full stretch. And then I thought he'd probably flip it, but he decides to just take it himself, and he wins that race to the bag.
Into the box, Roger Bernardina. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
Well, show motion's going to give us another look at this ball coming back at him, man. Oh, boy. You just don't have any time to react to something coming that quickly. He's lucky he's all right.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. It's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Pitch on the way. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and Votto reaches. He's got a base hit.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
From the stretch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Settling under it is Ethier, and he makes the catch to retire the side. One left for Cincinnati through 5, all even at 2-2. Zach Greinke will bat for himself here in a tie ball game in the 6th. Now the first pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Here it comes. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2. Now here it comes. And this is hit well towards the hole, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
It's been said before, but it is such a benefit to have a guy like this in that number 9 spot. It's like adding one more weapon to the lineup that you don't normally have.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Cozart for 1. On to Votto, a double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
In now, number 93. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Dodgers go down quietly. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece.
Left fielder.
Chris Heisey is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Ryan Ludwig will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And the pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. The next 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And you know, you really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. You can see what his breakdown is so far.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Zach Cozart is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Now the pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And that's going to land foul. The 0-2 once more. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Now another 0-2. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Reds are down in order. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Adrian Gonzalez will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners,
and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 28 on the season, and it's given the Dodgers a 3-2 lead. Yasiel Puig will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. There to take it is Votto, and there's 1 gone.
Now as this game goes along, you have to wonder whether or not this will be his last inning of work. He's due to bat 2nd when their turn comes around.
Andre Ethier stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught as that'll be an infield single.
Well, that's the kind of year it's been for this guy so far. Even when he gets fooled, he still finds a way to get an infield single out of it.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now a swing, and he pops him up, right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Now batting,
James Newcomb will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Here's the first pitch to him. Runner goes for 2nd. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he is out at 2nd. Caught stealing to end the inning. 1 for the Dodgers. It's Adrian Gonzalez with the home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. And Los Angeles has taken a 3-2 lead. Fouled back. Now here's the pitch. Fastball called for strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the 3rd base dugout. Newcomb is over, and he's got it for the 1st out of the inning.
That's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Brandon Phillips will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. curveball looked at here for strike one.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
And Phillips has himself a base hit. Roger Bernardina will step in, a ground out victim his last time. Grounded, foul. Pause, now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Reds lead 1. Still a 3-2 ball game. Jonathan Broxton will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. James Newcomb will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. Now the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Ready now on 1-1. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. Now, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch coming. That's hit sharply past the mound and on into center field for a one-out single.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Stepping in now, Zach Greinke trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. From the belt, the pitch. He'll try it again from first. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. And he'll throw over to first to complete the double play. The 2010 NL MVP Joey Votto will start us out when we come back. Hitoki Gore will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. And there is the dangerous Mr. Votto now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. And both starters have been in form. 3-2 our score as we give you a look at the starter comparison for these two opposing pitchers. Todd Frazier will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on the way. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Here's the pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Here it comes. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Up next for Cincinnati.
Chris Heisey will come in now with 2 away. And to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And now a pitch on the way. Now a big swing, and this is a major league pop-up. Way up there toward the center of the diamond. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Carl Crawford will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
And the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, number 93.
Number 93 will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Oh, he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And the catch is made there, 2 gone here in the 9th.
And one thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
First offering on the way. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Dodgers retired on just 4 pitches. They're up 3-2. Ryan Ludwig will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
9th inning for the Reds. Right fielder, Ryan Ludwig.
Now here's the first pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. The pitch. Here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Crawford is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Zach Cozart will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. First pitch to him. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Puig is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Brian Pena will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, he had to work 2 full innings to get it done, so he might be a little more sore than usual tomorrow, but he's going to take it as he finished.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, a Dodger victory may not have been possible here without the start turned in by this man, Zack Greinke. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
You've got the power, you've got the respect, you've got the power, you've got the respect.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Dodgers win it 3-2. Good night from Cincinnati.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Before Tuesday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting out in the NL West, the Dodgers paid visit to the Reds at Great American Ballpark, and it was the boys in blue who emerged in this one. The final score was 3-2. Zack Greinke earned the win on the mound, his 11th of the year. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. In more news from the boys in blue, relief pitcher Paco Rodriguez has been recalled from the major leagues from AAA. The Houston Astros were in Arizona to take on the Diamondbacks, and it was the Diamondbacks who came out on top. The final score was 6-2. Tuffy Gosewich was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. The Braves were in Denver to take on the Colorado Rockies, and it was Atlanta who came away victorious 7-1. Julio Teheran gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win. He is currently among the NL leaders in earned run average. The Nationals paid visit to AT&T Park to battle with the Giants, and it was the boys from San Fran who collected the W in this one. The final score was 3-2. The Chicago Cubs matched up against the Buccos at PNC Park, and the Pirates came away with the win. The final score was 5-2. The Mariners battled the Tampa Bay Rays in St. Pete. The Mariners came away with the win, 6-0. Erasmo Ramirez was dominant on the bump, grabbing the victory with a complete game effort. The Twins matched up against the Blue Jays at the Rogers Center, and it was the Jays who came away victorious. The score was 7-5. Brett Lawrie had a huge day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3. He is currently among the RBI leaders in the American League. The Red Sox were in Baltimore to match up against the Orioles. The Red Sox came away with the win. The final score was 9-6. David Ortiz was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits. The Tigers were on the south side of Chicago to take on the White Sox, and it was the Tigers who prevailed 6-1. The Yankees were at the K to do battle with the Royals, and it was the Yankees who came away with the win, the final 5-3. Carlos Beltran was a fantasy owner's dream at the plate with 3 hits and 4 RBIs. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The A's matched up against the Angels in Anaheim. The A's came away with the win, 8-0. Scott Kazmir earned a well-deserved win on the bump as he tossed a complete game shutout effort. The Cleveland Indians visited the Rangers at Globe Life Park in Arlington, and it was the Rangers who came out on top. The final was 5-4. Alex Rios turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. Brett Cecil got the win out of the pen his 6th so far this year. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.